see Sharks, they have hightailed it over towards C where Solo is waiting, but with 4 health, what do you have in you? Not much at all.
In the sight!
Allows the last one standing. Wall gonna keep him at bay, at least for the time being, as the spike goes down.
What a play by Sharks to weather the storm so far. Nuturn getting themselves into murky waters back there, didn't have all the angles. Sharks was still able to work around the map, and Pinsir...
Utility, you see, he hasn't even been able to get the spike down, and the clock continues to tick away. He's gonna have to get on it soon. There's the spike. Leitch is able to finally plant it. Numbers advantage, still in favor of Nuturn, however slight. They're still there. Perry spotting where Gennaro is able to land the shots to clean him up. Another one falls on the side of Sharks as the round drops down into the hands of Frost. Get tagged up, Locky on the defuse, and I just don't know that he can do much there between the utility that's coming from every possible way. It's just too much to handle. Nuturn around with the spike down. In a less than ideal situation, Gennaro manages to get it down just in time. And now it's going to be an absolute bloodbath for the side of 4-on-4 as Prozen dances around the cloudburst as that evaporates. There come the kills, and there goes the round win for Sharks. A 2-round lead early on.
But everything they're doing is slowly moving around, and it seems like Nuturn is shifting their position. That's all that Sharks needs to really get the edge on the site. This is going to be that round where Sharks will farm out the eco buys of Allow and the rest of the squad. There's one as they drop a few. This will be huge if we can get another. So Solo doing work here. He could really do some damage.
Then it's a 1v3. He's taken 2, and it looks like he's going to try to play elsewhere on the map, but I mean, Sharks have full control of the site here. They even have control of Long as well. While the first 2 kills were fun and they were flashy, yes, he's been able to upgrade.
Yep.
This is difficult. This is a big ask for Solo.
And Doug, look at how this is playing out for Sharks right now. This round, something they can capitalize. Prozen with the 4K.
13 seconds left. It seems like the only safe passage they have is on to be an early Rolling Thunder as Solo looks to destroy the lockdown and take care of Fra as well. The spike looks like it's gonna go down just in the nick of time. Allow with the op. Holding a tight corner.
Here.
Seeing if you can find anyone. A straight up 3v3 here for this site. Gennaro still has the Hunter's Fury, but I mean, from that spot on the site, what can you really do? Excellent setup by Gashies as he's able to get 2 more. 4 on the round, looking for the ace. Perry drops Prozen, gets the last. Sharks get the 5.
It's for the team, but this is going to be tough buys on Econ.
Oh, Riv, he had stuck it. Light was all the way up in heaven. You can tell as soon as that goes off, they want to go away, but he gets punished as soon as he finishes the ultimate. Allows fully online, folks, as he's already gotten 3 on the round. Sharks just down to scraps as their attempt at getting onto A goes absolutely sideways.
I think Allow realized that bank account might go in the red just in a second here, so he picked up a few $200 stacks to throw in there. Solo gets taken down by Gabshis as he is always good for 1 or 2, and how many more will it be this round?
Slowly, quietly, tried cutting noise, tried giving off the idea that they may be rotating away, but no, he was still there, and now the spike is on no man's land. Denaru in a nearly impossible situation, and while it was exciting at first, Lakia got one, but the round still goes. So, Nuturn
low when they're known for going super fast, and it seems to be routing Nuturn. Here we go.
Lakia using the Hunter's Fury as the kill feed just like bleeds red. Sharks have already taken care of 3. Light is going to get the spike down. Solo shows up to the party and a bit late. Unfortunately for him, as E and Allow find themselves in a 2v5. No real access to the site. There's a wall that's denying any sort of entry from Garage. And Riv, it was another impressive take by Sharks. The one pattern that we are seeing emerge here is that's a couple of times now that Sharks early on have hit a site. They've invested a lot of utility. They're making their presence known, and then they rotate out just a little bit to come right back to the exact same spot. And both times we've seen that, it's worked.
Single duelist, you know, Prozen doing what he can on the raise, but it's not. Slowly moving it back. And it's a little bit of a push here from Lakia. He could be in danger. This is going to be a drone coming around. He'll get seen out. He hears it, and now he knows he might be in a pretty sticky situation, so he looks to rotate out, gets clipped. Leitch comes up with the frag there, and now it's going to be the movement towards A. Again and again, Doug, we see dwindled numbers of Nuturn trying to hold or retake a site here as Sharks is just able to open it up, but Perry says, maybe, not this time.
Oh, Perry already good for 3, but only 4 bullets, and that's gonna run dry. Had a chance at 4, got cleaned up. Suggest Gabshies in a 1v1. Gabshies has been electric up until this point. Has the spike, has 30 seconds left, can certainly flip the map, and it looks like it's exactly
30 seconds left.
he's gonna do.
See you later, Gator. It's gonna be a wall right side. This could be a blast pack right up on top of the B. And then he shoots down onto him. Sees him for a second. Okay, so he just goes for the firefight. And that's a tough one to take against Gabshies. Suggest coming up short on that. And
Blow this up again, Riv. Look at that. He's going to show up right behind them. If he goes undetected, he's going to flip this thing on its head. He's been spotted. Solo, good for 1. Backs away. Yes, the kill gets traded out of Prozine. There comes the paranoia. The dash out from Prozine as well as he's able to connect it onto Suggest, looking for more. As they get onto the site again, Nuturn can't stop anything. They can't stop a nosebleed right now as Sharks just continue to run over all of Nuturn.
Another 30-second strat from Sharks. Just walking the other team around. You don't get your first confident shot, your first angle, what your strat on defense would be. And Sharks is doing a great job at reading that and getting their way into the site. These rounds as well, they make sure they don't lose too much here. You got to give credit to Nuturn for taking down a few members. But with the way the rounds are going, that is just money bags.
Nuturn
this one's going slow to start.
Nuturn do have a couple of key ultimates in their pocket. They have that Cosmic Divide and then some entry as well. While Sharks are certainly no slouches in that department, we see this fight for A control continue. Now, Solo's in a great spot here, and Perry's on the other side as well. Depending on what utility they dial up, there may be something going on here. Here comes the Rolling Thunder.
My word.
Knocked up. Oh my gosh! Prozine does it again! He takes care of Lakia and Perry. That's going to give him access onto A. Riv, everything that Nuturn are dialing up, Shark handle it, and they throw it right back in their faces.
Usually Solo's breach, or however they work it, is Suggest or Solo, who's ever playing it, is the one to start the play, to make it work.
Yes.
The fact that we see Sharks shutting that down is huge. Those are curated plays they're ready to make, and Sharks is just reading it. Walks through, can't hear it with all the commotion. Prozine gets another one. 3K on the round.
Woo.
Pull! Shot out of the air.
Allow in a 1v4 against Sharks. It's West Side Story all over again as you hear the ult. Gets cleared out. Allow looking for a little bit more. The dude's a sitting duck here, Riv. I mean, they've got him trapped down. They know exactly where he is. Powerful weapon in tow.
Final round, got to jump it, got to make something happen. And as they look to trade each other, pop out, that's going to be the real and deal. Perry and Solo come up with 2, and they have a bit of ground. Do they instantly act on it? Oh, my word, Frosten.
You can see Perry there with the spike, wanted to go C, was actually on the way. And then Frog gives Solo the business, left, right, good night. And then they're now Perry rotates away, and it looks like they're going to want to hit A. They do have a star. Both stars actually denying info early on, but with 40 seconds left, Donaru, oh my gosh, Donaru gets destroyed out of Lao, dashes onto the site, manages to get the kill. Gabshi's looking for something, not going to make anything convert. Fra left alone in a 1v4. Nowhere near the site. Perry's going to get the spike down as well.
30 seconds left.
This is an important start for Nuturn for them to get back in this map.
That was very, very big.
Has the Spectre, but rifles the rest of the way, and some pretty early aggression towards A.
Good damage. Great damage on that. Let's look at the health bars. Oh my word, did you just call this or what? You think it's a choose your own adventure? It looks like Sharks is just reading the same book page for page here. Gabshies picks another one up, and now they're going to have to fight over A a little bit more. Doug.
Player standing. Spike down A.
Looking for another Gabshies. I believe this is the second 4K of the map for him. Fra, I might play spoiler again. I think he was the one who took the ace from him the last time. To get onto the site, and so far it seems like Patience is the virtue. Allow manages to get on there, manages to get the spike down, and gets away with his life. So now we're going to see this insane fight, and take a look at Perry. Perry has to win this gunfight to give them the room to breathe, to control Garage. That's often such a highly exploited area of the map to deny things, but Riv, they may have gotten too far off the site. There's nobody watching things right now. Prozine looking to try to get the diffuser, try to wallbang through there and deny things, and so far, It seems to be working. I don't know the Sharks are going to be able to get in at this point. Janaru in a good spot. Janaru good for one.
Sovas.
Tee him up. There's a second. But a great round. A great round from Nuturn. A bit of space. Light's the only one without an upgraded weapon here. Fra going aggressive. Fra good for it. Lakia drops the spike, but Perry right there at the exact right time to help things out. The res is going to come through as well. As Suggest is trying to stop any more aggression coming in from Sharks, but Light gets dropped.
Suggest was super low. That was a very big trade to take Leitch down. And we saw it was Sharks picking up a few of those weapons, able to make themselves a bit stronger here on the defensive round. Now they push through to grab a few more, make sure none of those are Spectres. The plant goes down, but Perry is the lurker. Like I said, the quiet info gatherer with the high success of life chance. And there he goes, lives once again. Nice shot by Suggest. This could leave it up to Perry. And here's coming Gobshis, 1v1.
Gobshis healing up. Perry just kind of has to play this patiently. She's going to rotate over. Gobshis with the tap. The gravity well is going to come out. Just narrowly missing as you see all of that utility used to buy time for Perry to show up. Gobshis in the 1v1 looking to answer the call, and he does just that as he's going to get the defuse and get Sharks to map point.
Util grab in and out. Looks like they may try to work it here as Allow goes in. Dropped by Prozine to start in the 1-for-1 for both teams.
Oh, both stoppers net kills as Prozine gets the second, not able to get, looking for the third, not able to get the fourth as a clip runs dry, but Perry looking to keep the map alive for Nuturn in a 1v2, has some utility, doesn't have the spike, but understands where the push is coming in from. Perry's not able to do it. Denaro and the rest of Sharks strike blood first as they take a 1-0 lead. Gob starting off hot. Allow's already been destroyed.
Oh my,
the investment of utility to get into U-Haul suggests good for one. As Nuturn, they're still trying to like brute force their way into this thing. And Rafe, you got to keep an eye on the minimap. Look at Fra rotating through market. This is something we see on Bind a lot. If teams turtle too long, if they are not decisive with their moves, there's a possibility that they get blown to shreds. And that's exactly what happens to Perry as he drops.
That was an absurd, we'll talk about this in a second. What a win from Sharks. That was an absurd wild read on one of
Nuturn invested the fault line to clear out some of Hookah, but they don't swing with it. Frozen, his patience pays off as he shows up just in the nick of time to take care of one. Leitch does on the other side of the map as well. The spike still has not been picked up, and the one good thing from here is that Solo is alone with the spike. There's a whole lot of noise happening on A, so he should be able to waltz into B for absolutely nothing. The best way this pans out for them is if Nuturn is able to continue to cause problems on A. If Perry can get another kill, there's a chance at something, but he's going to hightail it out just in the nick of time. The spike's going to go down, and it looks like Sharks are going to show up to the party just a bit late, but what can they do with it? Solo with the Sheriff playing that tight angle. Perry spotted one as well. They've gotten onto the site, but how do they deal with the defense? Is good for one, not good for a second as well. A 1v1. Leitch looking to come up top, but no! Perry gets the 4K to win the round, to tie us up early, and to destroy economy.
Trybox plant, so they just sit back and wait, nice and safe. Ooh. Nice
Nuturn look to work their way onto A, and once again, Fra is on a flank, and he's gonna get the timing right. He's gonna get the timing right. Good for one. Looking for the second, line him up and knock him down. Yeah, he drops, but the damage has been done. What can Nuturn do to salvage this situation? They fully abort on the rotate. They're going back towards A, and the thing is, Sharks have their defenses split. It's just Leitch by himself. So far, so good. Has the ult in his back pocket as well. There's a good chance at something. Allow looking to get the spike down, does just that as Leitch holds on to it for the time being.
He's holding. Looks like it's going to be a U-Haul hit as Sova comes in. Donaro's going to try to hit it. U-Haul, they push him out, but the smokes are covering everything they want. The bolt almost targeting Allow, but he's able to hide. Scary spot for him. 30 HP on Light, and it's a bit of damage onto Allow.
Yeah, Perry's in a great spot. You've got to get Showers control. It's so difficult to get the site back if you don't have that area, and Perry's showing that in full display here. Donaru somehow manages to get away and manages to survive as long as he has the tap. Not gonna matter. Parry's good for 3. Nuturn is as well. Lakia's using the 100 Fury to clear things out. They're also gonna dash right behind it as Allow tries to get onto the site. Bladestorm and Toad, the flash was there too, but again, Showers proves to be the problem. Leich gets CC'd up to high heaven as he tries to stay alive, and so far is able to do so for the time being. Gets tagged up. Lakia on the flank. Good night, good sir, as Lakia drops. Light regains, it maintains, excuse me, control. Oh, they're flipping. They're flipping. Surely they've got a bite on that.
Low HP, they're gonna have to stick together for a bit, even if you have Donaru seeing them. Good shock darts from this position. If he bounces them, they're guaranteed to land right on the spike, so great damage, there's one! Finds it, every Sova player will know it and feel that one. And now it's going to be Donaru entering the site alone, and he makes it count!
No, Solo has the Rolling Thunder, but we can talk more about that later. Parry in a 1v2 with 6 health, good for 1. As Frog
Did he hear it?
Tries to get it to half. You've got to bang through that if you want to stop this thing. Parry forced to swing out. Frog plays him like a hand of cards, reads him like a book.
And now Nuturn get to spread out, fortify the site, and get a good garrison going here for this post plant.
But Riv, no, they don't have... Oh my gosh, they didn't have control, but it didn't matter. They lined up for Lakia, and he knocks them down. That's such a pivotal area of the map to hold. And Nuturn hold fast. A 3K for Suggest. A 3-round lead. Nuturn have awoken. Ooh, dealt a little, but nothing meaningful as they turn their attention towards B. You see the smokes come out. This time there is elbow control. Fra has to stay alive here for his teammates to arrive. Keep in mind the orbital strikes in tow as well, and there it is. Rains fire down from the skies as Parry gets cooked to a crisp as Allow gets one as well. Now Lakia with the Hunter's Fury has read Gapshees. He knows he's there, tries to land the shots, but no, Gapshees wins 1. Looking for a second, gets dropped. Allow good for 3, Nuturn at 7.
If the spike's not planted, everybody's gonna get this util back that just used like a dart or something back around 15 seconds. So we may have a very, very intense hit here once those come back. We see a bit of it dug, and it looks like it's gonna be the split on A, right to U-Haul as they pinged before.
Yeah, but Riv, how intense can it be? All they have is Sheriffs, and Prozen has already dropped. Allow has full control of U-Haul. And they're just falling like flies. They did not have the firepower. They did not have the guns to fight back. Fra picked one up as like a gift. But with ults up.
And almost gets one with the showstopper.
Oh, but they pinch at the right time. It's beautiful. They push up A short as they make their way in through Showers as well. They have full control of that area of the map. Keep an eye on Fra again. He's the lurk. He's going to try to be fighting for Showers control, and he gets just that as he drops Lakia. Now they have an anchor. Now they have a chance at doing this thing. This is a winnable round for Sharks, but they're gonna have to land a couple of big kills. There's one that's good for him as Solo drops a 3v3 here as they try to slowly creep their way onto the site. Prozen spot's been exposed. There is no Hunter's Fury to deny things for now.
They're not in a good spot for this.
Prozen gets it to half. Oh, he tried sticking it, no, but he gets gunned down by Suggest. Suggest is good for 2. Fra drops as well. Nuturn take another one. Sharks, they made the adaptations they needed. It looked like they had something cooking, but Nuturn, I mean, with everything he could possibly want, Prozen drops as Donaru does as well. That's going to open the door for them to get through with real ease.
But it's a TP.
It's insane, Riv, because they've taken 2 They take 2 sites, right? They took A, they waltzed their way onto A, and they do so onto B. They just have full authority on the map. Oh, Gapshees. All right, Gapshees. No, Gapshees drops. It's another round win for Nuturn. A very impressive half. 10-2.
More space. U-Haul control is pivotal, but even a little bit more towards that vent. Drop back and forth, Doug. We're going to get the fights in as Frost in 3. Stand tall in U-Haul.
Oh my gosh, they hold fast just fine. It's just Parry alone, and Parry was up in heaven the whole time, and now they know exactly where he is. That's a brutal spot to be. Frog gets to 3. It's not going to be nearly as much as was previously, but there is a chance at something. Now also worth remembering, Allow has not allowed them to lose U-Haul control yet. He's still able to anchor that down. Gapshees is on a mission. He's got to get control here. Good for 1. Gapshees alone. A Prime Gaming flawless round, and the spike goes down to add a little insult to injury.
Trying to figure out who's pushing Showers, who's doing what. Nuturn loves to be able to do that, and they'll say, yeah, you're going to flash, you're going to dart. We'll run in front of that with a quick paranoia. We see a lot of teams do it. It's nothing new. just a nice, easy flash dash play you can get to. Allow able to pick that one up as they clean up another round. 11-4 here.
Spotted them. He knows exactly where they are. The Viper's wall denying info. Oh, Gabshees, baby. Gabshees reads it. Gabshees punishes Allow. But Perry on the tree. Perry on the tree.
Ooh.
Phantom Gang in full display as he gets 3. What are they going to do? Here comes the Seekers. The Showstopper is going to go through as well, along with the Hunter's Fury. Perry mows down 1. Trying to stay alive. May have to ult in order to get to safety. No, not able to get away. Allow still on the anchor. Allow looking for more. There's a second Hunter Fury and the Showstopper coming out from Suggest as they try to fight for the site. The spike has still not made it on there. Suggest is good for 1. Gonna get caught with his pants down. Oh, Denaru! Oh, Denaru! No, Suggest not like this. Denaru drops. Leich alone, looking to keep the map alive, and no, turns around. Hello, good night. A solo cleans him up, and baby, we're going to map 3.
Wow. Okay, Lothar. You get a little credit on that one, but wow.
We're taking some real estate early on, and they've done so absolutely quietly. There's the flash out of, yep, there it is, and the kill's gonna land as well as Light drops. Allows taking so much space away. Frost is sitting duck. He's gonna drop as well, along with Denaru. It's a bloodbath over by Tiles, as so much pressure is exerted from Nuturn. I mean, that was gorgeous. A flawless round by Prime Gaming to start things off, and what more could you possibly ask for if you're a fan of Korean?
Frozen.
No shock darts anymore. And here we go, solo. Trigger discipline, good for 1. Looking for more, and if it wasn't the Spectre, it was the freaking Nano Swarm as he gets 3, gets for a second. Back-to-back, flawless round brought to you by Prime Gaming. Nuturn, there, I mean.
Into spawn. They've worked the mid, Doug.
Yep.
What I wanted to see. Quick TP back out. Frosting coming in with the Odin on the backside of the site, and they have to take it now. It's all about getting the Sova out of Boathouse. Lucky and Solo hold it down. Like I said, it's going to be real tough to take the site from those two. I love this coming from Sharks. All out, rolling through. Prozine goes down. Leich is going to find himself falling, as well as Solo. Finding shots left and right. He says, me first. Allow says, not just yet another.
So they give that space up. Now Nuturn find their way onto the site. Frost in a great spot. There are 2 still playing back and long. They both drop. Frost left alone. Frost good for 1, and Frost drops. Not able to pull out any of the heroics as Nuturn marches on. Lockdown. Hunter's Fury, presumably to clear things out from Lakia. Yep, there goes the lockdown. And they're going to use a Showstopper as well. Perry's in a great spot. Perry doesn't get spotted. My gosh, he's going to mow them down. He's already gotten 2. They never knew he was there. And if it wasn't Perry, it was Suggest. Nuturn refused to give up an inch. They don't allow anything in through that door. Another flawless round, courtesy of... But you've got to keep an eye on Solo. Is that Solo? Yeah, Solo's in a great spot again, right? Like, he's still undetected. A great crossfire. Lachia's good for 1. Solo gets 2. The spike goes down as well. As Nuturn look to continue to put Sharks down, but it drops into a 2v2, make that a 2v1. Allow has a Phantom. Light looking to get the spike down. Allow quietly working his way around as the spike gets planted. Oh, he's not going to check it. He's not going to check the 50. A couple bullets to the back of the head. Pop, pop, good night. Areas, they've got them on the run, and they're chasing them down.
Oh, my word. Look at Solo. He gets taken out by Light right away as the Seekers try to pinch in where Sharks is. Nuturn want to make this round count, but Sharks are saying, no way. We've already thought of that. 1 goes down now from Allow, and it's going to be off the op.
Perry good for 1 as well. Lakia already good for 2. My goodness, a statement made. Nuturn. They just put the flashes there to counter things out. Allow dancing around the gen. No, not able to land the shots. As Gabshees is the one who cleans him up. Looking for a second. Gets a 3rd as well.
Spike down.
He's been a thorn in their flesh. A 4th kill. As Perry is left alone. He's got the spike and is hightailing it back to B.
He's out of there. A little Doorbala from Gabshees there. He comes up. And Perry's going to have to run now. He's on the other side of the map. He will have a star for himself, but that's about it. He's going to have to be praying to the stars for this one. 3v1, and he sets it out. Which one will it be?
The smoke to buy time. Hot hand's not going to land. Perry playing this pretty well. Good for 1. Not able to get the second. Gabshees gets the ace. I believe that's the first one of the series, and got the ult, but that's all he got.
Still a great play, very heady there by Prozine to go in and take that down. He gets another one with the Spectre. He's holding just outside. Here comes the guiding light.
Enemy remaining.
Cavity's not going to be able to see
anyway.
too much off for that. He's Prozine. He's going
10
wild
seconds
right
left.
now. He lives in the light. And this is going to be Prozine once more, as Leitch was actually on the other side of that going down. A 3K for him.
130,
Yep.
they invested the Seekers, but Solo
Oh,
was
no.
on the entire side, but Prozine was in a great spot, holding down the middle of the map, spots the lurk, and gets the spike. Prozine is sitting on gold. Right now, the problem is he is the most wanted man in the server. Right now, they know where he is, and he's getting pushed in from all directions. He does eventually drop. They should be able to pick up the spike, and it's going to be a foot race to get to B.
30 seconds
2v2
left.
as we come in, pretty tattered and hurt. Leitch is only 30 HP, so 155 stands for the side of Sharks. If you're added up, and a little bit healthier on the side of Nuturn. Utility is there in the Trailblazer, so they can get themselves in, but it's just one smoke and a shock bolt for the side of Sharks. Looks like they're going to try to work together here instead of the 1v1 smart play, as they'll able to find one person in the site, and this is going to be big. If Lakia comes back in time, there it is!
Lakia was key there, and you could see it. The writing was on the wall. If he stays alive, if they don't clear out showers, they're going to get... He's got to go big here. Well,
Player standing.
Bow hits, Frago's
30
down.
seconds left.
Leitch doing what he can,
You should run.
and he
Leitch,
should run. But he wants to run at.
Planted.
He will deny that call. Ooh, there it is. Suggest and allow are the ones to see it happen. Another flawless for you, Doug. Brought to you by Prime Gaming, and that is the map win for Nuturn Gaming.
I mean, for it to end on a flawless round.
On a flawless.
Of all things, right? Just like poetry, you can't make that stuff up. And I think